The next is sugar alternatives. So the past few weeks, we've talked about reducing that sugar intake for our kids. And many times when I say something like that, I just see people replacing a soda with a diet soda or getting a no sugar option. Now, the issue with that is that real sugar is simply replaced with a chemical alternative that can be just as bad or worse than consuming sugar. So let's just take a look at a few of the common sugar alternatives and what we need to do to steer clear of them. The first one is sucralose, aka Splenda. That is the yellow packet on the picture there. And a Duke University study found that sucralose decreased good gut bacteria by 50%. I don't need to explain to this, I'm just beating a dead horse about gut health, but things that alter our microbiome in a negative way is awful for our kids. So just by using Splenda, thinking we're doing a good thing, we're actually hurting their immune system, hurting their brain, and everything else. Okay, the next one is called Saccharine or Sweet and Low. And just pretty basic. Around 20 years ago, this product was not used in products because it was found to cause cancer. And I don't know what happened, but somehow it got back into our food supply and everything else. So it has a spotted past, and it would just better to stay away from this one. And one of the worst ones out there is called aspartame. It's found in over 6,000 products worldwide, including all the diet sodas and things like that. Aspartame is an excitotoxin. So it excites those brain cells until they die. Same thing as MSG. The other interesting thing is that it converts into formaldehyde in the body, which is the same stuff that's used to embalm a corpse. Now, there's over 900 published studies revealing the detrimental effects of aspartame, yet it's still allowed in our food supply. Aspartame accounts for 75% of all adverse reactions to food additives. That's according to the FDA. And it's been linked to cancer, epilepsy, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, dizziness, seizures, depression, migraines, breathing difficulties, weight gain. And the top aspartame researchers in the nation also warn that it is a contributing factor in the skyrocketing autism rates. And it's by way of methanol toxicity. And it's made of 3 different things. I won't get too into detail, but there's methanol in it, and that gets converted into formaldehyde. And they're saying that is causing issues with the autism as well. And then, this is a fun one, neotame is just aspartame slightly altered with a new name. So anytime there's something really bad, we just change the name, alter the structure a little bit, and then rebrand it. So don't be fooled. It's just as bad. I found this, which I thought was interesting, which is just autism prevalence in the US and, matched up with the consumption of aspartame. Like I said before, when we're looking at these charts, causation does not mean correlation, but it does make you just go, okay. We have all these different environmental factors, all these different chemicals, all these different things that have been just skyrocketing in the past 20, 30 years. Okay, so now that we talked about what not to have, what should we have? What should we use? What are things that are safer that we can still get that sweet taste when we need it? So xylitol is number 1. I'm not going to go into why and everything else. Just know that these are sugar alcohols. They're better alternatives, and they do not have the damaging effect on the body and brain as the other ones did. So xylitol, erythritol, if I said that right, stevia, monk fruit extract, and raw honey. Now, what I do is I typically use honey and stevia mostly. And I'll use stevia in my coffee instead of sugar or anything else. And honey, you can do so much with honey. Yesterday, it was my birthday, made up some chocolate mousse out of avocado and honey. This was delicious. And that was our little cupcake things. And my son's saying happy birthday and everything, and he can have it. And raw honey is incredible, natural food that we can use to sweeten things. All right, let's